Hey, welcome back to Minecraft Through the Night, Winter Insomnia. I am doggone. I'll be doggone. Thinking about taking a harvester to this tree, or a vein miner. What have we got in our inventory? Not much. What were we doing? Let's see, turn the engine on. You know what? Let's do right quick. Let's go downstairs. I'll put this jet plate down here. I think we can get by without it for a little bit. It's going to take a little while. What was I doing with the redstone with the energy cell? Okay, while this is processing, let's see. Let's just run over here. I was doing some work over on my genealogy site, but I kind of came to a halt with it. Hey, chicken, pig, there's a sheep back there. Oh, the sheep's gone, but the pig's called sheep. That's right. There's the sheep from our safari net, temporary one-use safari net. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's go check this out. I want to see if I got any more of those one-use safari nets. I don't see any. Oh, goodness. We got lots of stuff to get rid of here, though. Here, let's go throw it away like responsible adults. Let's go throw this away like a responsible adult. I should probably bring this over. Probably bring this over to I'll do that. I'll bring the trash can over here. Put it where? Right here. Oops. Right here. There we go. I always like seeing what we get in the safari nets. Okay, I believe we're doing some work over here by the villager place. Excuse me. While I'm headed over there, I'll tell you what I was doing. My genealogy site, I was doing some updates, and suddenly I was uploading a media file, and it got to 38% upload. It was a small media file, about 300 kilobyte media file. It got to 38% and it quit. 38% of 282. Hold on 1 minute. That's 107 kilobytes. My gut feeling, the server that I use is hosted by a professional IT developer who uses the same genealogy software. In fact, he's the lead developer for the software I use, WebTrees. He told me recently that there is to feel free to upload as many media files as I wanted to, and with the implicit understanding that these are relatively small files. I don't upload huge media files, and storage is cheap now. However, the error mode, the failure mode of this is very, I'm pretty darn sure I'm out of storage space somewhere. I don't know if he's got something partitioned off or what, but in any case, I am foobarred on uploading new media until that's fixed. No diamonds here, interesting. But plenty of other goodies, huh? Good. Ender quarry working like a champ, working like a boss. Like a boss. It's a small little ender quarry here. I'm thinking these days about where to go from here with Winter Insomnia. I've been with you pretty much through the winter. It's working our way into springtime now. I've accomplished just about everything I wanted to. Let's see how many, 9,000. Whoa, 9,000 out of 10,000. You know what I need to do here? Can I stop this from running briefly? I think all I have to do is remove the remove the power cells, and that'll stop it, right? That will eventually stop it. Yes, that will slow it down. What I want to do once these things stop is to take the cache, each of the caches over, and upgrade them. Like I need more compost, right? Okay, good. We're to the point where we can do this now. And how is that looking? Same. Okay. Good. Good catch here. Glad we came over and caught that. Grab this wool. Did you see that? Pig just jumped the fence. The sheep fence, no less. Had a bit of a jailbreak explosion of animules here. That's okay. I'm kind of wondering where to go with this. Now that we got the AE2 system set up, I feel like we've arrived sort of in the promised land. There's plenty of little improvements we could do around the memorial gardens. But I'm wanting to devote most of my time to other Let's Plays. And perhaps a winter and perhaps a spring Insomnia. Spring Insomnia. Ooh, that one is full. Where, oh well. Ooh, we could move all that in there too. Cinnabon. Where is my auto? That's the brewer. Where's my auto enchanter? Didn't really set up a beautiful enchanting station. In fact, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Don't think I have this. Oh, before I do that, let's go back upstairs and upgrade these the old-fashioned way. Power supply, we got essentially infinite power supply going on. It's fantastic. Let's see, cache. So these are just regular cache. To go hardened cache, I need invar. To go reinforced, I need hardened glass. So invar, hardened glass, and then Enderium. Okay. Oops. Okay. Wait a minute. What am I doing with this? Cache came into my inventory here. Okay. Now let's go reinforced. Put that guy here, boink. That guy here, and boink. Don't really think we need to go beyond that. How are we doing with Enderium? Yeah, we have no Enderium. Okay, let's go from here. Let's enchant these caches. Love the ability to enchant these. Oh, which I can't, by the way. Only strongbox dog. Well, that's okay. We have dramatically increased from 10,000 to 160,000 our storage capabilities. Oops. How are we doing with the jet plate? Oh, we're doing okay. Not great, but okay. Let's go sleep through the Minecraft night. We've had some memorable failures here. We've had some great successes, but in any story narrative, what's really memorable is the failure modes. And boy, we accomplished some of those. We had, remember the ghast that came in through here. Remember the Ender death. I think that was our one and only death. We narrowly survived a couple of times from some combat issues. Finally found the village people after a long search, long journey and long search. Let's put that down. Put that down. Put the panels back on. Panel on. And we are back operating again. Good. This Death Star is now fully operational. 9,020. That one's ticking up. 7677. That one's ticking up. Good. Good. Fertilizer for the farm, and the farm is now unused. Freddy's experimenting out here with cattle. Freddy's frozen custard. He's trying to develop some kind of a frozen ice cream treat, I think. Let's finish off this. We're going to need jet plate to get in and out of there. Alright, let's finish this off and decide how we're going to develop this little living space for our villagers. Kind of at a halt with my genealogy work until I get the media upload issue fixed. I have found a great number of marriage certificates online, digitally scanned and available. The Latter-day Saints have essentially a centuries-long mission of ooh, there's an infinity bow. Beautiful. Of basically creating the whole family tree of the family of man, family of humanity. It's a I'm not a religious man, but I think it's a really fascinating goal. Obsidian, another brick, skystone. I kind of don't want to use my glowstone bricks. Yeah, let's use that. Just looking for some building materials that I can use here. Stone bricks. Don't want to use another brick, too dark. Stone brick would be okay. Glowstone. Probably need to get some more. How about lamp or vibrant quartz glass? Yeah, let's go with vibrant quartz glass. Clay. We could take that clay and we could turn it into hardened clay. I want to go with something much simpler though. On the floor we'll go with just regular birch wood. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll use the glowstone bricks, the vibrant quartz glass, and birch wood. With maybe a few things for accent. Like what? Shall we use for accent features? I keep coming back to the skystone block. Maybe we'll use some of the skystone. Okay. We'll run back out here. The as much as I love this jet plate and the back jetpacks, they really changed the game in sort of irrevocable ways. Oops, I don't. Speaking of my jet plate, I gotta have it, right? And I can't access it through my inventory system, so I gotta go back down the elevator. So I'll tell you a little bit more about my genealogy. I've been working since 1998 on my family tree. It's a story I've told a number of times, so I won't go into detail, but as technology improves, there is a lot of things become available to us that were not previously available to the armchair researcher like me. My family lines are all in Georgia, and yet here I am in Oklahoma. Oops, we're gonna fall. Boink. And I'm in Oklahoma, and so my ability to do traditional research is quite limited. Traditional research in family trees involves going to cemeteries, getting on the phone, calling people, dropping in, saying, "Hey, cuz, what's up?" You know, things like that have been spoofed. You know, and all kinds of. I'm thinking National Lampoon, Family Vacation, Christmas Vacation, things like that. You know, that's traditional sort of family research and talking, yakking, and so forth and so on. It's not me. I'm not a talker, yacker kind of a guy. You beg to differ? Well, yeah, I understand why you beg to differ, but that's really not been my sort of thing, my modality. And so, in fact, I get really bored by it. But what I do love is to be able to process things on my computator. So I get a great deal of enjoyment out of computating. How's this going to hold up? Is this going to work for both sides? Perhaps. It's an interesting combination, odd and interesting. I'm totally for it. Dang, down here it's impossible to tell daytime and nighttime. I guess maybe that's what we're going for, right? And but with a computer at hand and email, I have no problem emailing anybody, anywhere, anytime. Which is something my traditionalists don't understand. But that's okay. It's okay. You know, different. It takes all kinds of people to make the world go round. So I have had ever since I found a windfall of data on my family trees, I've had my data online, and I was in my family lines. I was essentially first to get data online. Man, if we do that, these guys are going to die. You know, everybody might die if we do it like that. It's really not the way I want to do it. I want it to come out to... Maybe I did it too far. Yeah, too far. What shall I do here? Little vibrant quartz. Little homey 3 vibrant quartz. Take this out. Boom, like that. And we'll obviously need something to through these windows to make them think, oh, hominess, you know, roominess, hominess. I've had my family tree data online for decades, for over a decade now, and it's been a strange journey, really, to do that. And I was an early adopter of that, along with DNA genealogy, and something that a lot of people still don't understand. And let's see, let's just come back over like this. I think I need some more of this vibrant quartz at some point. Okay, leave that open for me to get out. We're gonna have to get these guys out of here. I'm hearing zombies, so let's put a sleeping bag down. There we go. Oops. Great. I don't need all this nonsense going on here. How did these guys get inside here? Oh. Up over the storage drum. I got you. Watch out for man, zombies are tough. Creepers, dog. Okay. Got it, dog. Oof. Did that guy? Oh, there you are. You're... Well, you know what? We can use the... we can use the SafariNet to get you back in place. Let's go wink. Wink. Oh, it's going to be kind of a pain there. So sort of the world sort of caught up to my, like Ancestry.com has, you can put family trees online now. I resisted Ancestry.com for a long time because you couldn't source your data and you couldn't upload images, but they've gotten better, and it's you know, my problem with Ancestry, it's okay now, but my problem with Ancestry.com, my big problem with it is that you're implicitly allowing Ancestry to commandeer your own research when you do this, and it's probably okay, but I have some reservations about it. It's probably okay. But I never want to be in the position of somebody else dictating how I use my own work, my own genealogy work, you know, and I always want to be in the position of fixing my work, and that's sort of equivocal, just how much control you have over your own research once you have basically surrendered it to a place like Ancestry.com. One thing I have found is that it never goes away. No matter what kind of data, what kind of errors there are in your data, and there's always errors in your data, and you have to gradually just constantly work on fixing that data, which is what I was doing this morning. I had some marriages that were sourced to my best source was some guy who had done, you know, who had done research in the past, but he didn't have good sources for his data. And you've always got to have sources for everything you do, and you know, in your family history work, because you know, at some point people have to be able to replicate data. It's just basic science. People need to replicate it and understand where you got your data. They need to. It's this whole idea of integrity and reproducibility of data. It's very much an issue in genetic and family tree type stuff. You guys surviving all this? Elvis not very happy. So far, everybody's living. Okay. Whoa. Take me off this jetpack thing. Kind of messy, but and I kind of wanted to do the floors first, dog. Hey, come on, dog. You were going to forget something, weren't you? So I still run my own genealogy website. It's mine. I have full control of it. I don't want to surrender it to anybody else. I have some people who collaborate with me, but ultimately, you know, I call the ball, and that's the way I like it. If Ancestry, you know, decides their terms of use have changed, I don't care. You know, The only sort of way I'm wedded to Ancestry.com in my work is that I have some old work that oh man, I'm gonna need a lot more of this birch bark. Oh, and I need to take my wall out a little bit more too. Let's see. Where is my... I don't really have a center. Is this... This would be the center point right here. Let's get my silencer right there. Yeah. This probably comes across like old folks type stuff. Family tree genealogy. And it is, and it's not just old folks. It's essentially old white folk type stuff, because descendants of freed peoples of the U.S. have very difficult journeys in terms of tracing genetic ancestry, because good records weren't kept. Nobody. There was no active concern for property, no more so than maybe like you would breed a racehorse. It's very sad, but that's the way it is. Let's see, boink, boink, and boink. Man, this is... Dog, could you not have done this better? Man, I could have. In retrospect, there's a zillion ways I could do this better. Zillions. Brazilians. Long ago, I sort of hit critical mass with the things I wanted to accomplish with the primary things that I felt were accomplishable with my family history data. But at some point it became less about I wanted more, I didn't want to stop with it. And why should you? I mean, as the data becomes more and more well digitized and available, why not continue going with it? Okay, I hope I got another stack. I do. Good. Oops. That works just fine. Freddy. Was that Freddy? Was that ready? Crazy. That's crazy. Okay, let's turn this thing back on. I've actually gone long enough for this episode, and it's getting to be nightfall. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about this. This guy's going to bring the pain when he falls down, isn't he? This golem. Let's, I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's get this floor finalized. Let's at least set up a design for it. Let's go with some vibrant glass. Oh, I like the idea of using white stone in the floor itself. As long as we're not going to be reflooring again, adding another level. I think chances of that are very slim. So we'll add a white stone perimeter here. As much as we can, given the crowded conditions we have. Let's see if there's a place where we can... Okay. This will be the end wall. We can actually